Let's start with the cloud cover right now. And there's not much of it here in southern New England. In fact, most of the clouds off to the north and west or the south and east as low pressure has left, high pressure has settled in. And it's still pretty breezy out there. Breezy enough that there are some flurries out in the Berkshires. But as for us, it's really just a clear and sunny sky as we wake up this morning. Case in point, the Providence Skycam looks beautiful outside as the sun is just coming up over the horizon. Our official sunrise time is after 7 o'clock these days. Either way, it's a bright start to Friday. However, it is also a very cold start, even by December standards. Our average low this time of year is right around 30 degrees or so. Obviously, we're nowhere close. It's 23 right now in Providence, Westerly, Newport, and New Bedford. It is 20 degrees in Smithfield. And as we move throughout the day, the temperature and the wind going to combine for a very bitter feel. Now, in terms of the wind gusts, at the moment, we're looking at the 20s across the board here, but I do expect the 20s and 30s as we go through this morning into the afternoon. Technically, that's better than yesterday, but it's still not a comfortable day outside. Considering with those gusty winds, it will feel like temperatures are only in the 20s as we move into the afternoon. They're not that far above that. Our highs today will be right around freezing, most of us between about 30 and 34 degrees by the end of our Friday. But with the wind, again, it'll feel like we're between 20 and 25 for a good part of the day. Temperatures actually fall back into the 20s by the time we get through tonight, and then things start to change tomorrow. A little bit of a different feel. I'm not saying it's warm outside, but it is going to be warmer in the upper 30s by the afternoon. Mix of clouds and sun and much less windy, thank goodness. As we move into Sunday, though, that's where things get tricky once again. And this has been a big ticket item for us looking throughout the week. It's a storm that's coming our way, and it does look like it'll just brush us enough to actually bring some accumulating snow. And now this is not a big situation. It's not a huge blockbuster of a storm. However, this is our first chance at actual accumulating snow in southern New England this year. So a little reminder for the folks at home, take it easy if you have to hit the roads, especially untreated surfaces. There could be some sticking issues there. Now, as we move through our Saturday night into Sunday morning, you can see the snow showers, a little bit of a wintry mix to start for the south coast and parts of South County there. But as we move into Sunday morning, cooler air settles in. It's more in the way of snow showers, and then they leave by Sunday afternoon. What does the result look like? At this point, it looks like a coating to 2 inches. That's the number we're expecting, or the numbers we're expecting rather, as we look across the area through our Sunday afternoon. And then after the storm leaves, whatever falls to the ground is not going anywhere because temperatures plummet. Look how we wake up on Monday in the teens, and then Monday afternoon only in the upper 20s. Ooh, that is cold as Arctic air settles in. At least there's some sunshine, but the good news is if you are sick of this cold, we actually have some above average temperatures toward the end of the coming